Hello guys. In previous lecture we have discussed about why do we need branches. In this lecture we are going to see one of the branching strategy. In this method we are having development system and we have a test branch, quality and production branches. At the same time we have test server, QA and production systems. Let's assume that our production system is going to used by end users or our clients. So before deploying any code onto the production, we need to make sure that that code is working. For that, we are going to take advantage of test and QA branches. Let's assume that I am developing one application, some piece of code is ready, and I have tested that one on my local system, nothing but on my laptop. It is working fine. But I don't have any confidence or guarantee that it is going to work on production as well. If that is the case, it doesn't make sense to push our code onto production branch directly and get deployed onto the production system, right? Here, we can push our code onto test branch first, and whatever code we got over here, we can build and deploy it on the test system. Now, if this code is not working on the test system, no problem. Test system is for testing purpose. If this code is not working, I can understand that where are the bugs and I can fix those bugs. Again, I can push that code onto the test branch. Now we have deployed this code as well, but this also not working. Again, we are going to enhance the code and push that code onto the test branch. Now, whatever code we have pushed, we have deployed it, but this code is working fine, which means that whatever features I thought to enable, those features are working fine in this application, which is running on test system. I will name it as a version 1. Why? Because this is working code and I can use this one in the quality and production system. But if I want to deploy it on quality system, the code should be available over here. Similar way, if I want to deploy it on production system, the code should be available over here. Now I can pull this code onto the QA branch, and from here I'm going to deploy it on the QA system. This is just to make sure that this version code is working fine once again. So even if it is working fine on QA system, then we move on to the production system. But meantime, developers are still continue to enhance the code, right? Why? Because they want to introduce few more features. So they have done one more update to the code, but this code is not working. One more update and this code also not working. Meantime, in the backend, we can still use the version 1, right? So I can deploy the version 1 as a release 1 on my production system. Now production system is running with the release 1, which has limited features. Developers are still continue to enhance the code to come up with the new features. Whenever they find that all new features are introduced and working fine, they will name it as a new version. Now they have named it as a V2 and they still continue to work to release the new features. Okay, so now V2 and V3 is there, but our QA and production systems are still at V1. Now we can take the version 2 to deploy it on the quality system. Now our application has been updated on the quality system from the version 1 to version 2. And version 2 I don't want to deploy because those services may not be helpful for our customers much. Then I can wait for next version which they come up with a few more features. Like this, developers are continue to enhance the application and this workflow, nothing but taking the code from the test branch to quality system, from quality to production. This process still continue. Here branch names may change, nothing but instead of test we may use int. Instead of QA we may use pre-prod. Like this the branch names may change but the strategy is same. Maybe instead of using 3 branches we can use 2 branches or 4 branches. Like this we can change it. Okay, so this is one of the branching strategy. I'm going to talk about one more branching strategy in the later point of this section. That's all for this lecture. In next lecture we are going to make our hands dirty.